Hi, Kara.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube. Here with Brandon Choo Choo and Jaime Cachino.
Sisi.
You're weird. Really, Jaime? Just here on a lovely walk. We're not dogs, but Brandon. Anything to say to my fans?
No. I don't have anything to say right now.
Okay. There's the rest of the gang up there.
Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
Hi.
Hi.
Jaime.
Yeehaw.
You're weird. You're weird. There's the back of Brandon. Brandon Chino. Up and down.
Ganito.
So, it's a lovely Thursday and Jaime! And we're just on a lovely walk. Even though we're not dogs. The rest of our school class is at ball camp.
And they're eating coconut.
Brandon, how many coconuts?
Probably like 7 or 8 coconuts each.
Okay. A day in the life of my life. This is what my life looks like. This is what my life looks like right now. But in the next 25 years, I'll be in a retirement home.
Excuse me, no you won't. In 25 years, cochino.
I'm just kidding. So, coconut. Anything to say to Christian Jean and the rest of the gang? You're a cochino. Acachini. Ew. Hey, Brandon.
Yes?
Jaime could be the Acachini.
You have this?
What?
Hey.
Yes?
Where are you bringing today?
Because I like my bigger jacket.
Ganito, Brandon. The thingy.
You're an Acachini.
We donkeys.
Look all the way around. Make sure somebody isn't on around the corner behind you. Okay?
Jaime, really?
Walk on that. Watch the ice.
Oh, sorry.
You're not.
What's that?
I don't really want you filming other students.
Oh, they said it was okay. It's just a day in my life. Oh, I don't. I never do that. Janice, I respect others.
No, we're not.
Making
Jaime.
sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry.
I respect others. The number one rule in my world is respect.
No, my number one rule should be silly.
Yep.
Hey, Tara. We going
My name is not Tara.
Oh, sorry.
Your name is Tara.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Tara, not Tara, not Vera.
my name is Muscle Woman.
Cochino.
It really is, Brandon. A lot of people call me that.
Why?
Because
Because why? Because
I...
they're coconuts.
Yes. Really.
Brandon.
What? You, Jaime.
You, Brandon.
Jaime.
Jaime.
La la la. Oh my God, Jaime, we already heard you.
I want to see how song.
No, you're not singing the song.
Okay, ready?
Guys, this is what it looks like when my friends are being really coconutty.
Okay, I want to hear it.
Why?
Just do it.
I'm gonna see our song, okay?
Okay, sing it.
1, 2, 3, let's go. Start music.
You guys are hilarious.
Ready, Brandon?
Uh-huh.
Ready, Brandon?
Come on,
Here.
Jaime.
Okay. Ready?
Yes.
Dashing through the snow.
No, it's not that one.
ready?
Myself is like,
Mrs. Star. Ready?
What?
Okay. Merry Christmas.
it's beginning to look a lot like Brandon. Everywhere we go, it's beginning to look a lot like Brandon. Everywhere we go.
Last Christmas in my heart.
But the very next day, I gave it away.
This year, the
Beginning to look a lot like Brandon. Everywhere we go.
Last Christmas in my heart.
But the very next day, you gave it away.
This year, to someone.
Beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere we go, we keep strolling through the woods and eating coconuts.
New Yorker.
Oh my God. What am I going to do?
Sometime is sometime.
Beginning to look a lot like coconuts. Everywhere we go.
Something.
Trying to look a lot like Brandon. Everywhere we go.
He'll be strolling up the sidewalk,
No.
eating coconuts.
Ah, good you know. Last Christmas.
I gave you Brandon,
Say.
but the very next day, you gave him away. This year, we'll put him on sale on the website called YouTube. Last Christmas, I gave you Brandon, but the very next day, we put him for sale. This year, we'll put him on the website, and then we'll sell him on eBay. Last Christmas, I gave you Christian,
Da, da, da.
but the very next day, we sold them on eBay. Last Christmas, I gave you Quinn, but the very next day, we put them up for sale. This year, to save me from tears, we sold them on eBay.
Last Christmas.
To save me from tears, I gave you a Stooges. Last Christmas, I gave you 3 Stooges. The very next day, ew! Really, 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 really. This is what I have to put up with every day. Last Christmas, I gave you Brandon, but the very next day, we sold him on eBay. This year, I'll give him coconuts, and then we'll drink it like we're in Hawaii.
That's funny.
Last Christmas, we stayed in Hawaii, but the very next day, we had to fly away. This year, to save me from tears, we'll just stay in Hawaii. Last Christmas, we gave you your heart. The very next day, we took it to the store. Last Christmas, we gave you a cow. The very next day,
You lost it and we don't know how. From saving me from cows, I'll give them away back to Jaime.
I'm a donkey, yeah? I'm a point, I'm a pig.
No, you're not. Last Christmas.
here, you take over.
Why do I don't want to
I'm just kidding.
Last Christmas.
This is like the coolest
I
street.
gave you Hawaii. The very next day I go.
Very good,
This year, from saving me from money, I'll take you on a Hawaiian
Merry
trip.
Christmas, everyone. Ho, ho, ho.
Are you trying to be Santa Claus now, Jaime?
Yeah, I'm a Santa. Yeah, I said, ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, 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 no, no, no.
Last Christmas, I gave you a shoe. But the very next day,
You gave it to me. This year, from saving me from food, I'll give them back to
last Christmas, I gave you Mr. Jean. But the very next day, he went away. This year, to save me from jeans, I'll give it to Christian Jean. Last Christmas, I gave you a tree, but the very next day, it grew into a flower. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to Brandon Charvez. Last Christmas, I gave you a snowman, but the very next day, it decided to melt.
No, it melted over.
Sissy.
It melted away.
Sissy.
Oh,
There is the big school.
where's my temper?
Last Christmas, we gave you a school,
A school?
but the very next day, it got very demolished.
Demolished.
This year, to save me from tears,
Tears.
I'll give it to Brandon Charvez.
You know. Hey, Kenna.
Last Christmas, I gave you Jaime, but the very next day, we put him in the toilet.
Ew. No, that was Carol that said it, not me. Last Christmas, I give you, and the very next day,
Ready.
I give it to eBay.
Hot dogs? You see hot dogs? Ah.
Last Christmas, I gave you nachos,
Ah.
but the very next day, I got so fat.
Let's go. Sissy.
Jaime, stop.
Last Christmas, I gave you a chicken, but the very next day, it became Thanksgiving dinner. Brandon,
What time do you want us back?
have a good day, Brandon. Say bye to my fans.
12:15.
About 15?
Jaime! Bye, Brandon. Bye, guys. Well, that was our walk for the day. And I'll see you all later. Bye.